Hello and good day to you. My name is Nate. This is Limping Through Models with Nate, and it is not so chill in here right now. It is hot. I am sweating. I have all these new lights around me to kind of make this a little brighter, a little easier to see, I guess. I don't know. Or I just want to torture myself. It's one of those things. But we are here today to start a new series that I think may be a regular part of this channel. And I call it the Chicken Salad Challenge. Now, why do I call it the Chicken Salad Challenge? It's because, have you ever heard the saying, I'm not going to repeat it because, you know, there may be children watching, but essentially you're turning stuff into chicken salad. With the implication being what it was before may not have been the best. And I've seen quite a few models out there that look very plain Jane, that look very boring for that matter. And I feel that I can challenge myself by turning the boring, for lack of a better term, which I'm not going to use, into that chicken salad. So the first thing I'm going to do is harken back to the carnival rides that I used to grow up on. And if you recall in the dream build with the Wild Mouse roller coaster, I did a little history lesson, so to speak, about how I got interested in HO scale model carnival ride. And the very first grouping of that was the International Hobby Corporation's series of rides that I got introduced to. Of course, the Fowler stuff probably predates that, but at that age I couldn't really afford the Fowler stuff, so I made do with what I had. And the first bit of rides were really good, you know. The Ferris wheel, the Sky wheel, the carousel, and even the Thunderbolt ride that they offered were all fantastic. And in my opinion, from there just kind of went downhill. I bought the Mega Dance ride, and I thought, you know, looking at the picture, oh, this is going to be so cool. But I was so mistaken because it looked very basic. And I thought to myself, you know what? That's going to be my first challenge. So instead of the Mega Dance model from International Hobby Corporation, there's another one in that same line that I want to try that has a really great picture. However, when you put it all together, it doesn't really look all that good. Let me introduce you to the Tornado. That's my best tornado impression. I know, it's terrible. Anyway, look at the picture. It looks fantastic. It looks wonderful. It looks like fun. But what you see in this picture here differs from what you get when you actually put the thing together. That's what it looks like. It looks like an abomination. But I am here to make it look as close to this as I possibly can. And to do that, I'm going to do some embellishments. First off, I have a whole bunch of spray paint that I'm going to use. Specifically for the cars and things like that, very metallic-like spray paint. The base is very basic, and I'm going to do something with that using some water slide decal paper that I purchased. Make some designs on the computer, throw this in the printer, spray it, and get it on there and stuff. And plus, there's some additional things I'm going to use, like I got a whole bunch of styrene tubes here. That I can probably use for some of the gates and things like that. And if you look really closely at this one, it's called the Tornado. But if you look at the actual insignia that's on the ride, it's called the Flipper. And Fowler actually has this model in their line. Of course, it's like $200-300. I'm not going to try and make it look like that. I'm going to try my best to make the best out of this, turning this into chicken salad. So to see what I'm going to be getting into, let's take a closer look at what I have to deal with here. All right, so here we are, a closer look here. I'm going to have this. I'm going to put this as my inspiration off to the side here, hanging up on the shelving like I have. And let's open this up. Very basic colors for everything here. The instructions are here. I'm probably going to go get the motor at some point. There's a lot of finagling you have to do with the base itself. You actually have to cut out a piece to allow for the arm to get in there. And then, you know, there's not really any mechanism or motor for the arm itself going up and down. It's actually controlled, I think, by a rubber band, which is pretty interesting. I'll have to see how that works out. But hopefully I can get that finessed in there in such a way that it'll work. Also, the backdrop and the decals, they come on paper, very generic. I'm gonna do what I can to spiff that up a little bit. You got some pieces here for the bracing for the signage. Here's the sides of the sign, and that's what the sign gets pressed on. These are the front insignia that goes around the front of the roundabout. And here's parts of the wall right here. And this is what cheeses me off about this. You know, none of these pieces. And then how did they get a rubber band? How did that even happen? Did a magician put this together? What the heck? Oh, there's a break there. I was gonna say, how did a rubber band get between the molding? That's amazing. Anyway, rubber band's still intact for as old as this model is. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, the cars are modeled in 2 colors. And of course, I'm gonna take those and make those cars a little better looking. That's what I'm gonna do with the metallic spray paint. I'll probably just do a straight aluminum color for the back panels here, for the wall. And here's the roundabout base here, which is red. I'm gonna spray paint that. Here's parts for the arm mechanism for the base here. And here's the actual base itself. So the plan for this, this is where I'm gonna use most of the decals here. I'll probably spray paint this all white, and then I'll go on the computer and do like a checkered pattern that's just the right size that will go around here. And since it's a clear slide off decal, you know, I put it on here. It's going to be, you know, black and white checkered, just like on the front of the package. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the sign yet. I'll probably have to find a way to spoof that up a little bit. More to come on that. Just some free chair parts here, or seat parts. So 12 total chairs. And then probably one of the redeeming qualities of these sorts of kits here is the system of guardrails that they have here. They're all right. I don't mind those too much. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. I did have an idea of using these as the little guardrails that go around here, but then I decided against it and figured it's probably best to use the styrene that I purchased, because it's just the right size for that. So there's a lot that needs to go into making this a formidable model, and I'm going to chronicle all of that as best as I can. So there you have it. The stage is set. The gauntlet is laid down. And it is now time to get working on this. So in the next video, I start on that. I start taking all these ideas that I have in my head, and I'm going to be throwing it onto this workbench. And hopefully I'll make something good out of it and have some yummy, delicious chicken salad while we're at it. So like, comment, subscribe. Do all you have to do to get back here to see the first video where I turn this into a respectable model. But until then, see you next time.